You know, it sounds better when it's playing.
I'm a player with the key, great player beat.
What is up, people? Hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Sipping some water, maybe some... Welcome back to the channel. Sipping some water, maybe some... Welcome back to the channel. Sipping some water, maybe some... Welcome back to the channel. Sipping some water, maybe some...
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Life is up, man. You know how we out here looking kick. We out here looking clean. We out here looking sexy. We got a lot to talk about. We got some news today. You got some news today. We gotta enjoy y'all Monday morning. I hope y'all had a good weekend. I hope y'all had an amazing weekend. This is Monday Morning Quarterback. This is your favorite Monday morning show. Today is an hour show today. We're just gonna do an hour show. And it's time, man. We got the preview. You know, we got the preview. So we got the preview today. We take that off a little bit. Okay, we got the preview today of the St. Louis Rams versus the Arizona Cardinals. We got the St. Louis Rams versus the Arizona Cardinals. So we're gonna talk about a little bit about that today. Okay, we'll talk also. Yesterday game also. We got a lot to talk about there. We got to get into it. I think we good now. I'm just getting myself a little ready. I think we good. Are we good now? We good? I think we good. But yeah, we just talking about the Arizona Cardinals today, talking about the other games and how they're going to be played. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. We got some scores today. Let's preview the game today. Let's preview the game for today. We're going to talk about Let's get a little vibes in. Let's get a little vibe. Let's change the vibe. Let's change the mood. You know what I'm saying? We getting a little vibe in today. Go a little lo-fi. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be here a little lo-fi. Hope y'all enjoy this. Bring y'all Monday morning in good before y'all go to whatever other shows y'all gotta go to. I know Undisputed on. I know Max Kellerman talking, but y'all want to sit here and hang out with your boy, and I appreciate you for that. You know what I mean? I really appreciate that. But yeah, we got the St. Louis Rams versus Arizona Cardinals. We talked about a little last week. Is Matthew Stafford gonna make that big mistake? Is he gonna make that pick six mistake? Is he gonna make that one mistake that cost him the game? Because apparently, if you read my last week's saying, if you was here last week, you'll understand what I'm talking about. I said I picked Kyler Murray over Matthew Stafford, and that's how I'm coming down in this game. A lot of people, J.J. Watt is playing, so we're gonna see a motivated Arizona Cardinals team. You know Aaron Donald always gonna come tough. You know Aaron Donald's always gonna come amazing. You know he always gonna be amazing. You got Jalen Ramsey probably falling around the field. I think DeAndre Hopkins might be playing. I'm just gonna look up some stuff about the game real quick, but it's two evenly matched teams though. Same teams, played each other a lot. They know each other very well. They conference rivals, so you know it's gonna be a good game. I don't expect this to be like the blowout weekend that we saw this week. This week was completely full of blowouts, and I don't know what was going on with that. There's a lot of blowouts this week, but we got the Cardinals are 8th in offense, Rams 9th in offense, Cardinals 11th in defense, Rams 17th, Rams 5th in passing, Cardinals 10th in rushing, Rams 25th in rushing. You know, running the ball is big. You saw that last night. You saw that in a bunch of games how running the ball can actually change the game. So the Cardinals are an even team. It's gonna be on ESPN tonight. But it's gonna come down to me to Matthew Stafford, and can he not turn the ball over? But at the end of the day, I'm gonna stick with I know I made some mistakes last week. I went with my fandom. Big Philly fan. I'm a big Philly fan. Don't blame me. I'm a big Philly fan. But yeah, they got whooped by the Bucks. I needed the upset. Didn't get it. And I also lost on the Cowboys and 49ers. I got my reasons for losing on that. I don't regret it. I must say, I don't regret it. Not at all. But I expect tonight to be a good game. I got the Cardinals winning. I think a big pick happened. Cardinals win. Let's reverse the last score. 30-23. Let's go 28-21. Let's do it like that. 28-24. Let's do 28-24. All right, I'm set up. 28-24. That's how we coming this week. That's how we coming. 28-24. But we also got some other scores this week. We had a slate of games. Let's talk. Do y'all want to talk about? We're gonna talk about one good one and one bad one, right? Let's just talk about one good one, one bad one. We got to talk about one good one and one bad one, right? So let's go with the Cowboys, the game everybody want to see, the most controversial ending that you could ever see. Apparently, the ref pushed the guy. While he was going for it was insane, actually. The referee actually pushed Dak while he was trying to spot the ball, but the umpire got to get the ball though. But the umpire was really slow. Like everybody was ready except for the umpire, even the defense. So it's a very controversial ending. You know what I mean? It's a very controversial process of the game. I don't know. It's hard to just pick a blame. First off, we gotta blame Mike McCarthy, right? Because who calls a quarterback draw with 14 seconds left with no timeout? And it was so open, Dak should have got down, so you can blame him too. Dak should have got down. He 100% should have got down. Like, he should have 100% got down. There's no denying that. There's no doubt about that. He should have got down. There's no doubt that play shouldn't have been called. You had 2 shots to the end zone. You at least had 2 shots at the end zone. But again, Dallas being Dallas, Mike McCarthy being Mike McCarthy, poor clock management, continuously, poor clock management, over and over again, just poor clock management by the Cowboys, the most penalized team in the NFL by the Cowboys. Nowhere I got a lot of praise for San Francisco. The reason I said this is probably I wasn't cheering that pick, and probably like this pick is probably wrong, is because of Deebo Samuels and the boys. You know what I mean? It is because Deebo Samuels and the boys. It's the reason I'm saying my pick could have been wrong. That's the reason that's my reason for saying they could have been. Deebo is a monster. That running game is tough. Cowboys, they played a lot more physical than I thought. Micah Parsons is a football player. Micah Parsons might be the best defensive football player in the league. Like, I don't see mistakes from Micah Parsons. I don't see risk. It just play made. It's between him and TJ Watt. TJ Watt, you can take advantage of his aggressive sometime, but I don't even see you taking advantage of Micah Parsons' aggressiveness, because he go get the sack and he can wait and go get the pick and he can. I don't know if he's quite the playmaker as TJ at this point, but holy, that kid make mistakes. I seen him on a bunch of third downs make plays. Even that play, Randy Gregory, he tackled the lineman and got a horrible defensive holding penalty, which I have never seen defensive holding on a run play, but he tackled a man. I think he thought it was the running back. I don't know how you ref that. I don't know the rules on that. Randy Gregory also made a lot of key mistakes on big plays that could cost them the game also. Randy Gregory made a lot of mistakes that cost them the game. I'm trying to Trayvon Diggs didn't get a pick, which means he was a liability this week. He's a huge asset because he a pick maker. He a playmaker. He make plays. He jump routes. He catch picks. He does his thing. But 49 had a lot of plays get geared toward him being as aggressive at getting those picks. It was a lot of plays that they determined that for instance, I'm gonna tell y'all play. It's a crossing route. It's a crossing route. Next week and hopefully soon I'll have everything set up where I can do it right. But right now, my green screen ain't catching the thing the way I want it because I don't want to get copyrighted. But it was a crossing route. Let me look at it. On the receiver, and Trayvon, Jimmy G pump fake, Trayvon goes underneath, the receiver goes up wide open. Like, they are not designing plays for your aggressiveness, my guy. You gotta come down. You can't go after the ball 100% of the time. Amazing player, by the way. Trayvon Diggs is amazing. I don't want to make it sound out, but they are. What's Zam Miller DC in the building? How are we, my guy? We out here talking a little Cowboys and 49ers right now. I know that's your old favorite team. We got Miller DC in the building, everybody. Miller DC in the building. You know what I mean? Can we get a hand clap for Miller DC? We got a hand clap for Miller DC. You know what I mean? You got to give a hand clap to my boy. Miller DC, I'm about to get you. Miller, I got to get you on to talk a little boxing maybe next week. I'm trying to set it up where I can have the background be like a little, like this little bluish. Let's see if it worked right now, but I'm going to show you it. But it's, man, I'm blessed. It's like let me see. I'm trying to show it. But yeah, the Cowboys, they had a lot of mistakes, a lot of mental mistakes. I don't know, man. They like, you went for the Eagles, bro. Oh, I'm getting in that game next, probably. I'm getting in the Chiefs game, and then I'm getting in that game. So we got a little time. We only gonna be on an hour today. We only gonna be on an hour today. I actually got my camera working this time. My regular camera, one of them, my Canon. I got the Canon working. So tell me how we look at DC. But overall, the Cowboys made a lot of mental errors. Mike McCarthy, 14 penalties for the most penalized team in the NFL. 14 penalties for the most penalized team in the NFL. We got mistake after mistake. Randy Gregory on third down, continually allowing the 49ers to stay on the field. Missed opportunities, holds on big plays. Dak had some misses. Dak made some mistakes too. I ain't gonna put this game a lot on Dak. 14. Every time they made a momentum play was a penalty. They had a chance at the end. Weird quarterback draw. The referee been up pushing Dak, but he wouldn't even be in that situation if you don't call that weird quarterback draw. So, what you want me to do about that? But yeah, one day y'all see Miller DC right there. One day he gonna be on this. We gonna get him on here. He gonna call in to the little call thing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make him a little thing too. It's gonna be right here. And it's gonna have like Miller DC, and it's gonna have like, I'm gonna animate his picture. But yeah, I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have Miller DC, and we are now joined. I appreciate you, my guy. Now we are now joined by my guy. We're gonna cut the music out a little bit, and we are now joined by my guy. He gotta talk today. He gonna join me and talking about the Raiders versus the Cowboys. Let me get him on here real quick. Let me zoom me real quick. You know, so you gotta look at me real quick. Look at me. Don't focus on that. Let me see. Let me see. We're gonna get him on shortly. Like, this is why I couldn't do my thing. It has a problem. How you doing there, Unico?
Howdy.
Yeah, I don't see him yet. Y'all finna see him soon. Let me minimize. There you go. Unico, how you doing today?
Howdy, partner.
How about them Cowboys?
Howdy, partner. How do?
How about them?
Howdy.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
What you thought about the game last night, my guy?
That was a good game.
It was an amazing game. It came down to a ref push.
Oh my God. Man, there's so much to say about that game, and that's why the Cowboys are 100% the most intriguing team. They'll be the most popular. They'll be the most rich team because of what happened yesterday. They are literally the American dream. They're the American struggle. And that's why people can rock with them, because you ever just try so hard and you just don't get it. Or you ever been on top at one time and then you just done fell off? That's America in a nutshell.
Yeah,
amazing game.
It was an amazing game. They had a chance. Mike McCarthy does what Mike McCarthy do with clock management, and somehow runs a quarterback draw with 14 seconds, no timeout in the middle of the field.
No. First off, I want to say in regards to that play, I think Dak said he went in the huddle and he said, "Hey, I'm running it and clocking it, and then we're gonna take one last shot. We all in?" That's what happened.
Then the referee said, "No, fam."
But 14 seconds. You know how fast people run 40-yard dashes? At least 4. Like the fast people are sub 4.3. But the slow people, like the linemen, they run 40 yards in like 5 seconds. A little over 5. You're trying to tell me for them to take the ball, Dak runs it, slides, and everybody's getting set, knowing what he's about to do. You're trying to tell me that there wasn't enough time. I'm confused.
Well, the
That
umpire,
was
well, they were set up, and then the umpire just took his sweet time. And then when Dak was about to spike the ball, yeah, the referee got to take the ball. But my problem, why is the referee running so slow?
I want the camera. I haven't seen the camera footage of like the umpire from start to finish of that play.
You gotta
I have-
watch. It's interesting. He's like running like the slowest you could ever run. Like, how are you running this slow? And then he gotta touch the ball. So he runs and they trying to set up and they waiting on him. And then Dak was trying to like, then he pushes Dak out the way and set the ball. So Dak is still out of position when he sets the ball.
Well, hold on. To be fair,
And he
Dak was reaching over trying to set the ball for the umpire too. So that there was a lot going on.
He did set it. And then the referee got to touch it though. So it was set. But then when he was trying to come back, the referee pushed him again.
Do you think,
By the way,
in all
that's the
actuality, that they had enough time? Do you think that they had one time for one play? Because if I'm Roger Goodell, I'm calling down to the refs and say, no, they got 1 second.
no.
You got to do it.
You know the conspiracy theories that go crazy online if the
He was at that game.
them referees said game over and took off running. That's all I saw.
That was amazing.
Game over.
What?
I'm like, y'all didn't even go review. They didn't review. They just took off running.
They literally just started talking about it and went on about their business. They just started talking about it and then they was like, yeah, game over.
and then took off. Just ran.
Goodell is not happy about this. I gotta say that.
But it was an amazing game though. Debo Samuels is a dog.
He's different. Like, wow.
They're like, hey, go to running back. He like, bet. Go to quarterback and throw the ball. He like, bet. By the way, can I criticize the Cowboys? This is Mike McCarthy. Oh my God. Okay, let's talk about this. Fourth quarter, they go for a fake punt. They get it. They run a no huddle offense with the punt team, and then they get delay of game.
What was that?
I'm like, Mike. I don't know how you run a no huddle with the punt team, but just let your offense get back on the field, my guy. That's it. I don't know.
Sound like some of that Andy Reid stuff. That's what it sounded like. Because that play was too cute. Oh, they never seen this run no huddle with the punt team. Like they was just
First
about to
off,
get in.
I don't care if it's cute or not. You don't run no huddle with the punt team. This is Pat McAfee.
I agree.
If Pat McAfee gonna do something wild, it's gonna be fun, and then he's gonna go to SmackDown and talk some wrestling.
This dude lives on a plane at this point. Well, yeah.
But that was a wild game. Mike McCarthy is terrible, but Jerry Jones like to hire his friends. And you know Nick Bosa was injured. Prayers up to Nick Bosa. He said players like Dak, like him, you want to bring a little extra pain. I didn't understand the meaning of that. I kind of did.
I think you knew exactly what you were saying when you said that, and that's why we love you.
My man Lenny said, players like that, you like to bring the pain to them. I'm like, what?
Was it a good promo for? Is that a Vince promo or a Tony Khan promo? Who? It's Vince. It's Vince. I know that's your answer. It has to be.
That's Peacemaker's daddy's. That's Peacemaker's daddy. If you ever watch Peacemaker, shout out to that show. We're gonna talk about it on Just a Fan when it come out on Wednesday. But Peacemaker is Peacemaker's daddy. That's who Nick Bosa is. We gonna bring the people. We like players like that. We gonna bring the pain to. I'm like, what is this? Okay, we gotta talk about the other game. We had the Chiefs versus the Steelers. I know you want to talk about that. I know you don't want to smoke a Ben Pack, so we're gonna let you eulogize his career.
Okay, can I do a eulogy
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
okay. Dearly beloved departed quarterback of the Steelers. You lost one game in your rookie year, and there was the start of Big Ben Mania. You were the talk of the town in Pennsylvania, and you also have a sandwich named after you, the Roethlis Burger. How fitting of a name. And on your draft night, you wore a black suit and a gold tie. You were destined to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. I apologize, Steeler. We have some very picky Steeler fans out there. But for 18 years, you helped keep that franchise relevant. You've gone 12-4. You've gone 15-1. There's some 8-8 in there, y'all, that y'all didn't know about. But just 2 years ago, or was it last year? You were 12-4, Big Ben. And it calls into question, should we have had a funeral before this? Should we have had a funeral for your arm? Last night was the most, like, I watched Kobe put up 1,000,000 shots to put up 60+ points. Ben, that was sad to watch. Like, I'm asking, how did y'all go 12-4? Do you have an answer for that?
Mike Tomlin, a miracle worker.
Like, I'm wondering how they won 9 games with that quarterback.
TJ Watt and Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin done pulled out miracle wins after miracle.
That was actually the best part of the game. Was like, we knew that the defense was playing for Ben. But enough is enough. And I think that's what the defense said, was enough is enough. Listen, if you ain't gonna try, we not gonna try either.
TJ Watt tried. He's like,
He
I'm
tried.
pick. I'm gonna knock it up, pick, fumble, touchdown. And then the Chiefs said, "Oh, they scored. It's time to wake up."
And for those of you that don't know, we have the most live group chat of all time, and I can give you evidence that Zell made. He called that game.
I said, I like it's gonna be the middle of second quarter.
Yeah.
TJ Watt scored. That shocked me though. That was the one that I didn't expect, but it was a strip fumble. He scored. Now, like at the end of the second quarter, they taking over. And then the third quarter, the game over, and it was like 42-7.
Let me ask you a question about one of the other takes you had. So you're talking about that Kennan boy.
Kennan is fire.
When are you expecting for Andy Reid to forget about him? I guess that's what I didn't know, because he kept on giving him the ball in that game. Are you saying that he's going to forget about him in the rest of the playoffs or in that game? What was your take on that?
Sooner or later he's gonna forget about him. That's when he's gonna do. He always forget the running back. He did LaShawn McCoy the same way. LaShawn McCoy had 120 yards through 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, he just don't get the ball no more in a close game. That's just how Andy worked.
Shout out to Westbrook back in the day, in the Philly days, man.
Yeah, but McKinnon is they done found a little star, and they running back number 1 McKinnon, and he fast too. So I'm like, more.
He reminds me of Dante Hall, actually, in that jersey. Like, even though it's not the same number, just looking at him in that jersey, he reminds me of Dante Hall. The dude got wheels and moves, man. Sauce.
Oh yeah, he is very good. McKinnon, you add him to that offense, and they actually, when they added him to the offense, I'm like, this is kind of scary. And Clyde, it was hilarious. Ain't even back, and they right tackle not back yet. So I'm like, oh, this not even their best form. So you got that going on. Bengals, Raiders, the only other good game of the whole weekend, because they always blowouts. When you see 42-7 score, and then you see 31-0, and then you see the Pats literally not stop them on one play. The Patriots literally didn't stop Buffalo. Buffalo scored a touchdown on every drive they got the ball.
Isn't that so disrespectful?
Except for the kneel down. The only drive they didn't score, they didn't punt. They haven't punted in 8 quarters. Buffalo's on fire right now, but they do play the Chiefs. Stephon Diggs gonna be big in that game. So if anybody want to talk about that game, Stephon Diggs will be huge because again, when Ben actually got the ball down the field, they got snagged on. So the 3 times he got it down the field.
How's your brother a NFL wide receiver and you a NFL man, dude? Stephon was looking down at his brother like, "I cook you." I'm not supposed to be saying that. Like they didn't practice against each other their whole lives or nothing.
Man, that'd be amazing. By the way, it's probably why Trevon jump every route.
Yeah, okay. He's a gambler. Is that how we want to go with him? Like he's a gambler? He's just a young gambler, or how do you feel about him?
He's 100% a gambler. He jumping every route, and he gonna get 10, 12 picks a game and get roasted for 1,000 yards because he gonna give up 50 because he gonna jump every route.
Receptions. That's a lot in a season.
That's an amazing amount of interception.
But how many yards against?
He got that man gave up some yards, but they try him because they know he's a gambler. It ain't like he's that kid from New England, which is kind of locked down and catch picks, but Trevon Diggs is elite because he is a pick machine. So
isn't that? I think the Bills fans. I think that the owner, the GM, and the head coach of the Bills and the Bills fandom were calling for it. Shame Bill Belichick, and I don't want to say I'm here for it because of how much I respect him now. I respect greats. Man, the Bills disrespected him, and I'm here for it. I'm sorry.
Yo, the Bills knew what it was, though. The Bills knew that they terrorized me for almost 20 years with Tom Brady. This is a revenge game. Tom ain't there no more. Y'all about to get blowed out.
Yes.
We've been tortured by this team for years, and I felt every bit of the injury. They start throwing dildos on the field.
Dildos, sir. Dildos.
Yeah, dildos. They were throwing dildos on the field. They were ready. The fans were ready. The owner was ready. The coach was ready. Josh Allen was ready. The fans were ready, and they you sensed it when it came out. You're like, okay, it's not gonna be a good one for y'all. This is not gonna be a good game for y'all.
Mac wasn't ready, but that's okay. That's a rookie. You can expect that. Only people like Big Ben have those kind of rookie seasons. But where was the defense? Hasn't changed, Bill. Where were they at on a perfect game until the kneel downs? How does that, like, Bill Belichick, top 5 defense? How does that happen? Do you have any thoughts on that, Zelmay?
They ran into a buzzsaw. That's my whole thing. They ran into a buzzsaw. Once you run into that buzzsaw, you ain't anywhere you can go. They're like, tonight is the revenge game. You gonna get this smoke. You ever seen the dude at school that been ready to fight somebody? And you like, oh, he finna whoop that boy. And ain't nothing he can do about it.
He keep pacing back and forth in the student center. He done hit his head on the locker a couple times.
Yeah,
you talking about?
Yeah, he finna just do that, bullet him for a little bit. He's a nice kid, but he finna just whoop him because the other dude can't really fight. He just a bully who try to pick on somebody he can't fight. So you like, oh, he finna drag him around. And ain't nothing he can do about it. Because he done got so mad, but oh, you can't talk your way out of this. You just finna just take this. I don't care how many of them kids you done bullied, but you finna take this. He's on that tip right now. He's on that tip. But shout out to the people that like my real camera. I'm trying to figure out how to just keep it up for a little bit, but we got a few more things I'm coming part to it to make it work. So I want to thank y'all for that. Like and subscribe, by the way, if you like the content. Joe will probably be here most weeks. Miller, who's been in the chat, will be here talking a little boxing with me. So he'll be here sometime. Von Blue, talk a little boxing. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get Tread on here. He'll be on his show, but on this channel, but he might talk a little bit of betting news with me. We'll talk a little betting news when we get deep into the NBA season. Tell you who's some easy hits on basketball. Because y'all like to do them parlays and all that stuff. Give me like 25 points for Ja Morant, who we going to talk about later on. Y'all can see at the bottom, we're going to talk a little bit about Ja Morant. But we got 2 more games to talk about, Joe. And we only going to be on an hour today. So normally this is a 2-hour show, but I'm trying to, like I said, I'm getting some stuff to work on this camera. I hope y'all enjoy the way the camera looks and everything. Get everything set up more for this show, but y'all get a show so next week might be the same thing because I got 1 more piece to get. They'll probably be in the week after, so it might be an hour show because I don't want to give y'all horrible quality content. So we're trying to up the cameras and stuff. The webcam worked great on the other show, but on these shows I want more of a certain look, and this camera provides that for me. So we're gonna do that. But Joe, we have the former player of the Patriots, the one we talked about that tortured the Bills. Tom Brady was up 31-0 on the Philadelphia Eagles. And I actually picked this game, but that's because of my fandom. And I was hoping for a Michael Vick, Brett Favre performance from Jalen Hurts. And I didn't quite get that. Devontae Smith was targeted 1 time. That's insane to me. Did you see that 2-point conversion catch? How do you target that 1 time? You got that. And them other receivers have no hands.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's like you got 4 Deontay Johnsons out there from the Steelers. Prayers up to Deontay Johnson. I ain't gonna even blame you though. Y'all was getting blowed out that game. Ain't nothing you can do about it. But then all you throwing was 5 yard check downs. Yo, I actually saw a TikTok with a girl that do like the NBA preview that I sent y'all. She like, oh my God, we got to see Ben do 5 yard check downs the whole game. But what are your thoughts on that game, the Bucks and Eagles?
Man, Bama quarterbacks. Have I spoken about them before?
I don't think you have.
I know I speak about the SEC quarterbacks, but we got a guy in Joe Burrow that Joe Burrow's off any kind of SEC hot seat at this point. Alabama's on the hot seat. The wide receivers are the real story in the NFL. They're great in the SEC, but these Alabama quarterbacks, they didn't show up, did they?
They didn't. I'm gonna give Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna give them both this though. They are both very young. They are young. He got stuff he need to work on. If he don't, they got to get rid of him. But his timing, it's not that he's inaccurate. Because if you look at the pick, normally I'll show, like I said, in a few weeks, I'll start showing this once I get this green to work the way I want it to. But he rolled out Devontae Smith wide open. He turned his hips late and throws it late. Therefore, the safety over the top gets enough time to come down and pick it off. That's timing. And that's being in such a sorry division that you usually can get away with it. I'm sorry, Tampa in the playoffs, you're not getting away with those late passes.
That's something that we discredit. Buccaneers do have a really good defense.
They got a very fast defense, especially in the play. LaVoy Allen is back, the linebacker who was very fast in coverage. Their safety is back, and people forget how fast and athletic they are when they're healthy. And against the Redskins, Devontae Smith scores a touchdown on that play. In the playoffs against the good defenses, that's a pick. And that's where Jalen Hurts got to get more. The pass wasn't bad, it was just late. And his other pick was late. The people are open. He's just late because he get away with it because he plays the Giants every week. He plays the Redskins every week, and you can get away with that. In the playoffs, you can't. So he got to work on getting his timing down, his footwork down quicker. And he just got to work on a few things. I know some people compare him to Taysom Hill. And I'm like, Taysom Hill is 35. He is 23. In his second year in the league, Taysom Hill has been in the league for 10 years. It's a difference. Taysom Hill is not getting better.
Yeah, he is what he is at this point.
Yes, but Jalen Hurts. By the way, the reason I'm giving Jalen Hurts time is because I saw sparks. And all his mistakes were simple. If you Work on your timing. That's it.
Is it timing or is it like make a decision and go?
No, he made
Like,
the decision.
don't
It just he's late on it. He see Devontae Smith open. He's open. And he just turns his hip too late and passes. Too late. He saw him. It just, again, he gets away with it against sorry teams. And against sorry teams, he'll win in the playoffs. I mean, he'll make it to the playoffs because he's going to forever play the Redskins and the Giants. And probably lose to the Cowboys every year.
And shout out to the Washington football team who are on the come up.
That's four automatic wins right there. 4 automatic wins, Joe.
You're not gonna beat the Redskins every time. You might beat the Giants in the upcoming years. I'll give you 3 wins. That's 3 guaranteed wins. If you're in the NFC East, you're 100%. You're gonna struggle against Washington, but you got the Giants for the next 2 years. You have them beat. Period.
Unless Jalen Hurts get better, you're gonna lose to the Cowboys.
What does Jalen Hurts do against, Diggs going forward? What does he do? Does he get more interceptions off of him?
If he get that timing right, he won't. Cause Devontae, he'll double move Diggs to death.
man, yeah, that's gonna be something to watch over the years, and that actually might decide a few outcomes of the Eagles versus Cowboys games going forward.
And Trevor Diggs is his second year too. Him and Jalen Hurts played together at Alabama. By the way, if we talk about Alabama, you will talk about a lot of players that played on the same team. All the way from Amari Cooper.
Cool.
Well, Cooper didn't play with them, but Cooper from Alabama to Jerry Jeudy to Waddle. Jalen Waddle is a beast, by the way.
Absolutely.
They got Jason Williams, who's going to probably be a second round pick. He tore ACL last week in the championship game. Prayers to him.
Yeah.
You going to have Meacham in the future. Alabama receivers run this league.
If y'all don't mind, can we give the OG a shout out? Julio Jones playing next week with Tennessee.
Yeah, Julio Jones is in the playoff. Calvin Ridley. They are stacked at receiver.
Yeah, crazy wide receiver room.
And I'm missing some.
You want to transfer because you don't know if you get to play there.
And I'm missing some people. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Waddle, Smith play together. Ridley, Jeudy. What's the boy that played with Jeudy? The one that played with Jeudy.
No, that's LSU. Jefferson. I can't think of him right now.
He was in the. I didn't want to do that.
Alabama been running wide receiver things in the league for like the last 2 years as far as young boys. So 100%. 100%.
Let me see. I'm just trying. But I give the Patriots not really trying to see who it was. They had another one, but I'll think about it sooner or later. But Alabama, they receivers run the league, and are they wide receiver U now? It used to be Miami with Reggie Wayne and all.
Alabama's wide receiver U. Alabama, LSU, and then Ohio State.
I don't know. I don't know about LSU though. LSU had that 1 year where they had all the great players. They started NFL, and after that, do they have any other receiver before that or after that?
Well, they need another quarterback like Joe Burrow in order to show that those wide receivers are elite.
Because I know Malachi Green is in the CFA. I saw him. Shout out to him. He made a big catch. He been making some big catches. I saw the other receiver in Arena Football, but Jefferson and that team is crazy. They do got Odell and Jarvis Landry, so they have like years where they have people together. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then they have skip some years, and then they have them again, I guess. So you got Landry and Odell. Then you skip a bunch of years. Then you got Jefferson.
Yeah. Yep. That's how they work. But Ohio State wide receivers, they're dope in college, and then they get to the league, and then they be slots that sometimes have impact. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Ohio State wide receiver is going to be there every year in college. But it's like, do you trust them? I don't see Olave doing nothing in the league like that. I see him becoming a slot. And he's going to need to gain some muscle to be an effective slot. But he's your number one outside wide receiver at Ohio State. So, that's a translation that I don't know that most Ohio State receivers make. You see Ted again, he never was like a super duper number one wide receiver. He was always, he'll get down the field on you. What's my boy name that from Miami that played for Ohio State back? You got Santonio Holmes.
Oh yeah,
they was all number one super fast speed guys and became slots in the NFL. So
we got one more game. Then we're gonna preview the next week's slate, and then we gotta talk a little basketball before we get out of here. We got 11 minutes. I don't think it's quite been an hour, so we might go a little bit over. But we got.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, can we get a 3-minute commercial break?
Okay, we got a commercial break real quick. Next when we come back, we're gonna talk about the Bengals and Raiders, and we're gonna go over next week, and then we're gonna talk about a superstar in the making. So we'll be right back.